Alright, apologies for the shit mic quality. I can't find my snowball. For whatever reason, I'm fucking retarded, most likely. If you get offended by some of the speech and shit I say in this, just know it's going to be like one of the most realist videos I'm probably going to do. And the reason for this mini-series is I want to see a progress of my mental health. But knowing that I can't see any feedback for a month externally, right? So if I put this out and people are like, oh, I'm going to shoot him a text because I'm going to delete or not be active on any social media for the next month, alright? I'm just going to take it fucking slow. And the reason for that is I have not been this depressed in a long ass fucking time. And when I'm talking depressed, I'm not talking like the white girl ego meme shit, like the whole, I'm feeling depressed because Lucky from The Office doesn't like me. I'm talking about shit like, sometimes I'm just there at work. I'm just like, if I walk on the tracks right when I get, instead of catching my train home, maybe I'll feel a little bit of fucking better. For those of you who don't know, I fucking hate holidays. I fucking hate my birthday. And that was in December, right? Now there's a few reasons for that. The reason I hate my birthday is I wish people were there that can't physically be there. It seems like a massive thing, but I think my birthday was the first sort of point of where my sort of depression started kicking in. The reason for it was that, I turned 21. I don't know if it's in all cultures, but 21 in Australia is pretty big for whatever fucking reason. I think it means, means you're officially an adult. You get a full-time job, start fucking hating yourself 9 to 5. But a lot of people in family said, we really want to be there, and then just flaked on me. And it was really a bitter pill to swallow. Even some of my friends and stuff like, oh yeah, we should definitely do something just flaked as well. And it was hard, but fuck, I don't know how to react anymore. And then I was doing full-time work, getting retail over Christmas is fucking busy as anything. Fuck, I hate retail. Fucking capitalist pigs. But you know how it is, someone's got to, buy the presents for fucking Santa. But then again, not even he can stay away from the cheaper allure of Chinese labor. Wink, wink. But, Christmas was also depressing. I didn't want to go to Christmas. Then I got told I was selfish because I wanted to prioritize my mental health. And, yeah. That was a fun Christmas. And, like, every Christmas, I fucking hated Christmas. Still hate Christmas to this day. Now, after that, New Year's did nothing again. Fucking everyone's out there having a laugh. Problems are emerging, in social circles. Due to fucking conduct and shit. Then we get off to Christmas, and I got promised a job. I'm trying to really think about the correct way to phrase this that doesn't get me fucking fired. So we're gonna phrase it. But I started a new job that I didn't think it was going to be what it is, which means that I'm essentially cold calling people for 9 hours a day. I'm still waiting for a final uni result, and I can't apply for jobs in a better position because I don't have that piece of paper that says, oh yes, you have a degree. So I was flexing so fucking much about, I'm going to graduate before I turn 21, which didn't in the end. So that was one great lesson in that don't flex until you fucking do it, kid. You fucking pussy. But yeah, the reason for that was, something out of my control. I started prioritizing that, that I was going to do it. So I redid my uni semester result. I haven't received my result back yet. So yeah, now I'm cold calling people 5 days a week, 9 hours a day. And on top of that, it's just very tough mentally on me that I'm doing something that I never thought I would ever see myself in a position being. For those as well who don't sort of understand my background, I never had to work at a really shit job before. I'm sort of lucky in that regard. When I say a shit job, I mean in Australia, people compare if you work retail versus fast food, and fast food is so much worse. Never had to work fast food. I never had to work. A lot of the times I was working full time at Big W was my choice. Yes, I fucking bitch about it a lot. I'm a fucking little bitch. My mentality is shit. I complain. And then this new job is just fucking tough on you mentally, right? You're just fucking doing things over and over again that it is tough because one of the most stupid things I do is I refuse to get fucking help. Because I think that, the biggest issue with getting help for me is actually accepting I have a fucking problem. And that's where the depression keeps cycling in. It's just that fucking vicious cycle, right? And then on top of that, I feel that I get left behind in certain regards. For those of you who don't know, I tell the story a lot because to me, you have to be comfortable in your fucking self before you fucking do anything for anyone else. I fucking loved Mons to a degree. It was my escape for a lot of things, but as a great tutelage under the great Anthony Zazel once said, Mons is only an escapism. You can be doing well in Mons, but if you're fucking on the street homeless, man, you're fucking wasting your life. And Mons was an escape for a long ass time. And then, last semester of uni, man, I was fucking burnt out 6 months into it. I was playing BBL. For those of you who want to know how that ended, I will generally just tell you right now, fucking won. I won in a clutch game against Clutch sometimes. I will upload the video one day, but I'm waiting for Randy to be able to collab with. So we're gonna have to wait another month. The BBL final that never happened. Why is the BBL Season 4 final up first? What happened to Bird? Did Bird win it? Nah, we definitely clutched it. Jimmy Ferrugia, the greatest Ampharos of all time, fucking clutched it. So I said to myself, on New Year's Eve, I said, what am I going to do this year differently that won't mean that I'm depressed? And I came up with a certain methodology, right? I really wanted to prioritize support networks. One of the things I think a lot of things that people struggle with is one, asking for help, and two, going through that. So one of my biggest issues was I didn't know how to fucking feel anymore. I felt like shit all the time. And the reason I felt shit was because I wasn't doing stuff I enjoy. I still don't know what I enjoy. Because for so long, I played Pokemon and I was shit at Mons. If I say I'm good, I'll get fucking roasted. If I say I'm shit, I'll get roasted. I'd rather say I'm shit and get fucking roasted for it than anything else. And I sort of started losing track of my friends because I would always prioritize playing Pokemon and playing shit with my mates online, then going out with my mates. Now it's a vicious cycle of my mates. We don't go out. And it's just tough because you have to get, last semester doing full-time work, full-time uni, I had to get this mentality that was fucking unbreakable, untouchable, David Goggins, you're going to get up every morning, run 10 miles. It's so fucking hard to do. And then to put so much fucking effort in. And you think to yourself, you finally fucking hit that finish line, and to feel to pull up so very narrow. It's fucking heartbreaking. You can't put a value on just feeling like shit 90% of the time. I go to work, I fucking hate it. Get home, fucking go to sleep. I can't do much because by the time I get home, I need to go to fucking sleep again and go fucking work. And it's just a vicious cycle. And it's something that people say, don't complain when you have a job, but everyone has a unique situation, which means that every perspective is amazing to have. And I think I just got caught up in shit. And it's shit I shouldn't have ever done. And I sometimes think I wasted 3 years of my life to get a degree. And all I ended up with was a fucking opportunity to cold call. And my mates that are at uni or, finished a degree are in such a better position than I'm in. And I sometimes think it's shit. If you're someone who genuinely wishes that their friends did shit in life because you did shit, you're fucking shit. My friends worked really fucking hard to get where they are, and they fucking deserve every opportunity they have, but you can be jealous of your friends, and it's a fucking sin to be. And everyone has a unique perspective on, what I should be doing better, what I can be doing better. And for me, to think I wasted 3 years of a degree, fuck you. I blinked and I'm 21, I have a degree, I'm just shy of a degree. I work in a job that I might be in if I never had a degree. I'm working, I'm still working retail on the weekends because I'm trying to aggressively save money and just think about I want to live comfortably, and I can't be happy. I can just never be fucking happy, I look at what other people are doing, people going overseas, I'm like, oh, but I'm now too fucking scared to spend money. Because I became obsessed with it and how much to save and fucking all these other things. You know, I had these goals and ambitions and I fucking smashed some of them. And others I didn't. If you told me a year ago that I'd ever be able to bench 50 kilos, which is fucking nothing, and I fucking hate that I haven't done 60 yet, I'm a fucking bitch because I refuse to go to the gym because I don't make time for the things I fucking love. It's fucking hard. It's this fucking balance that I cannot fucking get right. And when there's an imbalance mentally as well, it's fucking shit. And when you refuse to get help, when you know, it comes down to that very fabric of who you are. And sometimes you think about the fucking days that people would be better off without you. Because that's how you feel. And you feel that you're alone in this fucking cosmos. Which is why I need to be alone. I'm a fucking retard. That I think I can handle this shit by myself, but I need to go inside my mind. I need to, like, take a month and go, you know what, fuck it, if I see anyone, I'm not going to be disappointed if some of my friends don't respond to me for 6 months. It's going to be hard to think about, like, trying to focus on the things that make me happy. And I'm going to have to internally motivate myself, which I've never been able to do. I'm one of these people that has this massive fuck you attitude because I was a kid that was always fucking bullied. And sometimes in my head I can't fucking think about stop being that scared little fucking kid. You know, today was a weird omen. I always think back to high school sometimes and how much of a cunt I am to women. You know, and I think it's funny as mates. You can say, oh yeah, you're not, but I'm genuinely a cunt to women. Maybe it's because of the fear of fucking rejection and shit like that, but I'm definitely a fucking cunt to women. That's been my biggest regret of last year is it's being a cunt to someone who was a woman and who, you know, when I sort of got to the crux of it, I was a cunt for no reason, and I just couldn't accept that. And, you know, I made someone else's life miserable because I wasn't comfortable. Yet they were one of the biggest motivators for me to want to do fucking well. It's like, that's like saying your reason to wake up every morning is the same reason you put someone else down, and that's just fucking shit. People will say that I'm so, like, negative, but when all the self-talk is negative and you're in a vicious fucking cycle of negativity, what do people want me to do? You know, do people want me to fucking act like a facade all the time? You know, I barely post about this shit because it, you know, it's so fucking weak in my eyes. Because you shouldn't want to portray this fucking daunted image of being a fucking coward. You know, people should want to fucking take control of their own mental health. And it's something that I do really well to a degree. But this latest gig has fucking stumped me. Because it's something that I can see myself, if I did for the next 10 years, I want to be on this fucking planet in 5 years. And it may be shit and may be daunting, but I don't know. Maybe it's an expectation of I want to do well because other people want me to do well. You know? If I wasted fucking 3 years of my life to get a degree, am I better off because I learnt so much about random stuff that I really, really enjoy, but the shit thing is I can't put it into practice because I've never got any industry experience because unfortunately, I don't understand the way that university was designed, which was meant to be, you know, a balance of study while work experience. Well, I never really sought to upskill myself until people told me how the game worked. Which, you know, when I went to a second tier university, and I say to many people that some faculties and disciplines are fucking inbred. It takes things like law or accounting, they're always trying to help one another out and boost one another, update within one another, like their own faculty. That's why I call them inbred faculties. Not because their parents are brothers and sisters, it's just because it's a way, and they sort of cannibalize one another and strive for perfection and want to help one another out. Whereas when in business, it wasn't. It was fucking competition. It was cannibalizing the marketplace. For those of you who understand economics, which means that the best was, and inevitably you're going to eat the weak. And while I may have theoretically gone through that at such a pace that kids don't understand it, some people don't fucking understand how fucking hard it is to go through uni. You know, there's so many people I know that quit because they fear they're inadequate. They can't pursue to do university. Or I know in America where financial institutions are just, universities are fucking debt machine. Some of the fucking statistics in American universities are fucking insane. The fact that some people get taken advantage of that poorly with the amount of fees and shit is fucking inhumane. Like, yeah, I got lucky that I'm in Australia, that I went to one of my friends describes one of the leading opportunities. But in saying that, the fact that I can't fucking make use of that opportunity is the fact that, there's no fucking way to understand. The fact that I can't take a break. My body, I fucking hate work, right? But I'm fucking working 7 days a week. Why? Because I'm fucking greedy. I'm fucking greedy. I don't want to give myself time to rest, because if I give myself time to rest, I'm fear that someone else will overtake me, because I fucking don't trust myself. Can't rebound. I said to myself, one of my New Year's resolutions was going to be to go to the gym every day, right? Wake up, go to the gym, and then I found out my job was going to be full-time, highly regimed. I could go to the gym in the morning, like I used to do. I just fucking can't. I wake up and turn off my alarm. I'm fucking soft now. The old me wouldn't have done it, but I'm a fucking pussy, because I hate my job. I don't want to go to the gym and feel shit. Yet when I take pancakes to work, it's fucking one of the best days ever. And I think, for me, mentality is something that you innately have to want to do. If you're going to feel shit, act shit, you're going to be shit. But in saying that, if you're going to feel good, be good, you're going to be great. And there's always a quote, one of my co-workers said to me today, he said, the reason why I have such high expectations is because sometimes I want you to shoot for the stars. In case you miss, at least you're fucking close, at least you hit the moon. But, and he said sometimes you even go surpass that. But in my other job, it's just fucking difficult, because I'm throwing out so much in my depth, and I'm learning completely things I've never fucking heard of. Half of this shit, it doesn't even make sense to me. Yet I'm smiling. I'm like the fucking penguins in Madagascar. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. And it's just fucking tough, because there's no opportunity for human connection. 99% of the people that I was very, very good friends with in Pokemon, outside of the sphere of the Aussies, Masto, Verd, Buckley, Hobbs, fucking Cats, Dog, a lot of those, Jimmy, Fruit Jimmy, I could fucking go on for ages, right? Das, Bav, fuck me, there's so many people. There's only so much online can offer that you can't get, right? And I was wrong not to go to Brisbane Regionals and fucking have a great time at Bris, because I never regretted something, because I didn't regret, I could have went to Worlds, met Randy, met a whole bunch of people, but I never, didn't, I would feel myself, I said, fuck, that was a lot of money, but, I finished uni, and I didn't go to Bris, right? So for those of you who just want some context, uni's semesters in Australia, the one that I recently most did was, it started in, July, and it ended in, November, right? So I could have went to Brisbane Regionals, had my birthday a week earlier, and I said, fuck it, I'll go to Brisbane Regionals, have a week off with the boys. But instead I chose to work, because I was so fucking scared I was going to bomb an event, I just didn't want to go. I missed out one of my mates winning the fucking event. On top of that, I missed out on seeing my mates, seeing Masto, having a fucking great weekend, because I prioritized other shit. When you see vlogs like Verd's, you start feeling more shit. And it comes back to that whole social media thing, where people debate whether or not it's worse, would you rather grow up in a sphere where you didn't have social media or not? And it's fucking tough. Because social media, as Prince EA once said in the most cringy fucking video, social media is a misnomer. It should be called anti-social media, where we try everything to say we're connected, but we're not. Because we focus so much on what other people are doing, not why are we interacting with them, And when, today is another fucking great example. I see someone that, everyone knows I'm a fucking pussy with women, because I'm a fucking retard with women, and I'm fucking the next Simon what's his name? Will McKenzie. I'm the fucking autistic, the girl on the bus. Feisty one you are! Feisty one you are! Oh, sorry, I thought you had Tourette's. I'm that fucking retard. But, and seeing that, I could have, if I pursued shit, who knows what would have happened. But at the same time, it's such a, like, people are gonna be like, all he does is ramble about random shit that I had no real clue about. But, like, the thing is, that's just how my fucking head works. You know, I can't wake up in the morning because I don't, like, I'm not, like, looking after myself. I'm not drinking enough water. You know, sometimes I go to bed fucking starving because I'm not eating enough. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and skip fucking breakfast because I want to get to work earlier, and then eat breakfast there so people think I'm at fucking work extra hours. I'm not fucking doing anything. All I'm doing is fucking complaining. Pisses me off. And, you know, I'll be able to sit here and watch fucking 5 hours of YouTube, but I've got no fucking time for the gym. I've got 500 fucking excuses not to go to the gym. When I say I'm looking to, like, go to social media, I'll probably not even fucking load up YouTube unless it's fucking music. You know, a massive shout out to fucking Danica. He used to sit through this shit and edit it to make you guys fucking enjoy it. But when it comes to that, I really wanted to touch on one thing. New Year's resolutions are all fucking fake news. They're fake news, Donald Trump would say. The reason for that is that I find that New Year's resolutions is just an arbitrary time to make a commitment that you weren't going to do yesterday and that you're going to promise yourself tomorrow, when realistically you should be doing it today. I had like fucking 4 and I fucking failed 2 already, right? The first one was to start going to the gym more, be more active. I fucking work in a sedentary job now where I sit down at my desk 9 hours a day. It's fucking stupid. It's worse than fucking smoking cigarettes. You know, there's no real benefit to that. They go, oh, you should stand up more. I don't have a fucking, you know, they don't give me attention, so I make fucking excuses, right? So I have that limiting fucking mentality of, oh, I don't want to fucking do this. Right? As I said, this is going to be like, this kid has Tourette's, all he says is fuck. But the way in which I then am tired from sitting at a desk all day because I think one of my eyes is getting negatively impacted, but I should just be innately because of the way that I have to look at a fucking screen. On top of that, you know, by having a routine, I should be able to establish gym to my life, but I can't because I'm a fucking pussy. The second goal was to eat like a better vegan. How much do you think I've done that so far? All I do now is take easy to make, you know, things probably processed vegan food to work. You know, I'm having wedges and fucking, you know, fake mock meats. That's why I'm so proud of myself that tonight I made, you know, a fake, you know, a lentils bolognese that I've been craving for ages to try to do something and learn and upskill myself. So I genuinely miss cooking. Well, that's such a feminine thing, cooking. No, it's fucking amazing. I fucking love cooking. You know, I think a good meal is always going to make a shit day. You know, I want to be a better person. I don't feel that. I'm taking time off because I want to start, you know, getting home, and instead of like spending so much time on social media or at my job looking at social media all the time, get home and clean my room. You know, come home to a pleasant house, to a pleasant mind. And I think it comes back to that Jordan Peterson thing of you've got to, before you start looking at everyone else's house, you got to have your own house in order. And that's so fucking hard to do, which he's 155% right in. Because the more and more that I can start cleaning up in-house, the better I'm going to feel. The fourth one was always just be more social and have that connection. And I think for me, I need to live inside my own head for a while. I need to just harden up, because at the end of the day, every minute, I'm traveling closer to my own death, which is probably the most complex thought I've ever had with human morality. Is the scary thing that we know we're going to die, or the fact that we die? Because if we thought that like death is inevitable, but the fact that we waste so much time traveling towards a destination that we know is going to occur. Sorry, my head goes a bit depressed sometimes. And I'm not making the most of every fucking moment. It haunts the shit out of me. Which is why I need this month to start focusing on me, because I don't want to speed up myself towards that inevitable fate. I want to let God or whoever's in charge be in charge of that fate. And ultimately, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to fucking muscle up so much courage that I'm going to focus on every little thing to make my life ultimately better. And that you guys are going to hear better and better content come out, and happiness each week. And if this does go well, I'll do more and more. It's scary to think about what will happen in 5-10 years' time. the way it'll change. We entered a new decade, and I thought, fuck, I didn't do anything last decade. Mate, like, to put it in perspective, I was going into high school at the start of last decade, I think. I was probably in primary school still. I would have just been finishing primary school, and the fact that I started, the decade at the start of primary school, and at the end of the decade, I nearly graduated fucking uni. And yet I still feel like I did nothing for 10 years. Sometimes think I did nothing all week. I get a paycheck and go fucking home and cry myself to sleep sometimes because I did nothing all week but go to a fucking job I hate. But then again, I'm only 2 weeks in, and I guess I don't really have anything to complain about because I should be thankful for the opportunities I get. But it's ultimately hard because it's ultimately hard to be happy and energetic all the time. They constantly put on a face of happiness. And if you don't think I do, that's fine, I don't care. As I said, I might not even read the comments after a month. I just, give it to someone else to do because I just want to do the best for my friends and I want my friends to do well. But I need to make sure that I'm doing well. That's why once a week, Dan will be editing these videos for you. And he'll be putting them up on my channel. And I hope you enjoy the fact that I need to vent and do shit, and hopefully next week I start talking about happier things and talk about the joy of my life. Like, maybe I'll get some structure. If you leave notes and Dan lets me think, Dan says, Dan tells me this is what he wants me to do, I'll do it. But until next time, thanks for listening if you got all the way through, and sorry for all the shit. But always, love Bird. Lots of love. Thank you.